All right, keep rolling, keep rolling. Are you still rolling? All right, we're gonna redo it because I started laughing. I made you laugh. All right. Now, tell me who you work for.
His name is Vince.
No, we can't do it. All right, keep rolling. We still rolling?
Take a second.
Tell me who you work for.
His name is Vince.
Like, I mean, if we're gonna do it,
Like, take him out hard.
take me out.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Imagine this.
Take a stealth mission to get a bounty, and then he gets exiled into the woods.
But suddenly,
Zombies in the school.
Yes.
Teachers becoming zombies.
Love it.
they didn't know what else to do. So later,
So there would be like explosions, maybe missiles.
After school, kind of before the movies had really gotten started, there was like a pitch meeting, and Amrita, who was on last year's Blackjack Crew, came down and pitched this idea for like a spin-off of the movie Seven. Alan thought was really cool, and then he gave that idea to me and Dylan to kind of like write a script on.
I think we had an assignment in film one day where we were supposed to think of like names for a movie, and
Mr. Allen overdoing it.
Yeah, and Mr. Sturgis like was supposed to be involved or something, and I think it was either me or Ron. We just spit out like Sturgis merges, and we were thinking the original idea was like he's on the highway merging. We're like, that is the dumbest movie idea ever.
I wrote it my sophomore year, and it didn't get picked. Wrote it again junior year, didn't get picked. So this year it finally got picked.
I think I always wanted to do like kind of one that is a little like darker, but not necessarily like a horror movie. Scripts were already due, and then I just had that idea like that night, so I went to Mr. Allen about it, talked to him, and he basically just said, yeah, go for it, like write me a script by tomorrow.
Last year, Mr. Allen put on The Naked Gun for our class, and I was just like, I really love this style of humor, how they do these movies, and I want to make something like this.
We're gonna start on Mason. Mason, you can be like this. You're a little nervous to fight Mr. McCall because he's kind of, yeah.
The gladiator scene was the most I've ever put into 2 shots. That took about a week of preparation.
How much was that suit?
Well, Party City was going out of business, so we got great deals. Basically, we all texted as many group chats as we knew, and we said, like, Mr. McCall is fighting Mason Falcone at intervention today. And we didn't say it was for a movie, which is probably why we drew such a crowd.
Back around.
It was a lot of effort for 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, he's
Was promised to be a small lizard.
he's sweet. Take a look at him.
We didn't want to go as just like a stuffed animal and have him hold like a fake tarantula. So we were like, we know someone with an exotic animal. So the bearded dragon comes from Costa Brennan. Everyone had a strong connection to the dragon. I thought it was going to be a much bigger problem, but it didn't move.
He was a bit scared of bringing a live animal to school because, like, you're not supposed to bring live animals to school.
But we didn't know. We didn't know.
We didn't know.
I was told that the bearded dragon had some anxiety and might flinch at some loud noises. Mr. McCall had to scream, so I thought we'd record him screaming separately, and we'd like dub it over him going like.
We got Mr. O'Farrell and he took his drone and we were trying to mimic the golf ball. He had his drone on the turf field and then flew it up. He had to do a couple takes just to get like the positioning right. And then we had to get another angle, but it was difficult to get because it's kind of dangerous. So we had to fly the drone like backwards, and then the drone clip in the movie, I play it in reverse.
We were supposed to do the boiler room, like Mr. Wood's office, and then we know the Plimpton was under work. We didn't know if we could get in there, but Mr. Allen said that they have a couple of rooms, so we went and saw them.
Guys, we're here at the abandoned mental hospital. We're gonna check the rooms, see what's going on.
We got the Eastern Poker Tour, shout out them. They gave us some tables to go over there and shoot. It was a lot pieced together. Almost all those shots are on different days besides those wide shots of everyone there.
When we get to this X, Mr. Connor he's gonna say, wait a second, Jack.
Yeah, one thing Mr. Connor was saying on set was like he doesn't want it to be like a student film. It's just a film shot at Walpole High School. We were trying to like find this room that matched our vision. We finally found like this nice like closet up in the history wing, and Mr. Connor had some work lights. We did those with like some red kind of filter paper that gave this like really nice red look. Then just like 2 or 3 days in class, every day in class we were up there, pasted up the wall. Viv did like all the tests for the wall. We got some like glow-in-the-dark paint for the integrity. That was super fun, so that was definitely a big project. We enlisted Miss Harris. She was super receptive to like a call for some forensics equipment.
She like, that was like her dream to be something like that. Cause we told her we needed like crib tape, we needed like these suits. She was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she had all of it. It was awesome. It was just like in this big box. We were ready to go. She's like, whatever you need.
We had these lamps that Mr. Allen got us, and we were messing around for weeks with like different formations of lighting. If you watch our shots in chronological order, you can see how we really figure out lighting. There was a day in February break where we brought these like whole new lights. We shut all the lobby lights off, and we brought in these professional stage lights that Mr. Conley had, and we spent about an hour setting them up to give us this really cool, dark, shadowy look for a scene that we needed. It slows us down, but it is incredibly worth it, because without the lighting, you're not getting close to the look that you're looking for. And it's a necessary time consumer. If the look isn't there, the movie isn't there.
I definitely look at films differently when I rewatch. Like now I want to rewatch films.
Definitely. I'll be watching a movie and be like, that's not a good shot. I can do better.
In my mind, I'm like mid shot, like extreme close up.
I think when I was younger, I used to like think like when they filmed it, they ends up being.
You notice like 3-act structure. It's like clearer.
And also having made movies, you can kind of know like what's hard to do, and you look at some of the shots these people get and you're like, that must have been really hard.
Every time I watch anything, I'm like, oh my God, how long did it take to edit this?
Working with Film Fest, working with the cameras, like, you understand like how difficult some of these shots are to get, and it like just gives you a much like broader sense of appreciation like for the work that they're doing.
I mean, we had a room full of professional faculty actors in here, so.
Mr. Mulaney, he's a great guy. He doesn't really know poker though, so we had to kind of like show him how to do some stuff.
And just grab all the chips
All
and
the
throw
chips,
them in.
throw them right where you threw them before.
He picked it up quick.
He
though.
picked it
was
up
good.
quick. I don't want to spoil it, but he definitely had a lot of brownies. They're stuff of legends, you know. You hear the rumors, and they lived up to the expectations. They were pretty good.
It would be helpful if you took your poker skills to the classroom.
Oh, Mr. Erker. He's great. I've seen him in so many movies before.
I think we need to get him and Sean an actual game, because the amount of trash talk off camera was kind of ridiculous. I mean, he's a legend of the film festival, so to be able to work with him, and I think once he knew it was poker themed, you know, I think he wanted in. So
I would do one more, but that was pretty perfect.
Yeah, that was spectacular. I will abide by school rules. Like that.
As actors, you know, they're skillful people. They definitely light up a set. But as people, they're also characters.
Two? You want two? You want two or just one?
In the mode, whatever feels right.
My favorite thing was honestly working with Mr. Sturgis. He's so awesome.
Do you have to do this with the ball?
We wheeled an entire drum set down on like one of those trolley things just for Mr. Sturgis to actually slam it. He has like an interesting rhythm.
And this was a 2 or 3 months of shooting, and we had them on set together for 2 days.
Go find that thief, Mr. O.
Mr. O'Farrell, love Mr. O'Farrell. He was like really helpful behind the camera. He was a really good actor. We just refer to the other two as Science Mr. O and Math Mr. O because I still don't know how to pronounce their names. Science Mr. O, that was the longest line in the movie by a lot.
It was so funny because I had to like hold up the whiteboard. I was like reading his like lines, and then he would like say it back, or I'd just like hold up the whiteboard, and I was struggling, but.
There are no second chances in golf.
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah, he like barely had any like redos. Like hard focused on getting like a perfect take.
Now class, I want you to reflect on the utter beauty of that shot.
I can do better than that.
No Jack. He's probably just hungry.
Mr. Connor, he's, you know, everyone says that he's a legend. That's obvious, but like, he has a lot of range with what he can do, because he's great comedic roles, and now this is really serious, and he can totally flip a switch.
We're gonna do this thing where like, this joke, I don't know, if you're not a fan of it, we can cut it.
Yeah, and he really gets behind the vision of the movie. Like if you explain a joke to him, you might be like, is he gonna want to say this? But he'll be like, if he understands like how it fits in the movie, how it fits in the tone, he'll be willing to do it.
So I'm kind of going Walcott to...
Yeah, and then like kind of like translate, you could be like,
You're like afraid to give him the script. You're afraid he's gonna look at this and be like, I'm not doing this. But he's always willing to do it because he wants to give the best performance, and he understands that sometimes you gotta do some things that are gonna make you look kind of stupid on camera.
So I think Coconut signed up for every day to shoot over February break, and they didn't show up once.
A coconut crew is missing.
Does this mean we're initiating DEFCON 4?
Yeah.
So DEFCON is a military system of like nuclear danger. I thought it would be a good way to indicate if we're worried about a crew making their deadline.
I mean, we got here 25 minutes ago. We've done nothing. Yeah, I don't know.
Some of the greatest movies of all time had chaotic productions, all right? You look at like Mad Max Fury Road, Apocalypse Now, like this happens.
I don't think you aim for that.
we're not aiming for it, but if it happens, that doesn't say anything about the quality of the movie.
We were worried about Coconut for quite a while. Still are, actually, to be honest.
If the movie turns out all right, then who cares if we took a little bit long to start filming? Listen, I don't think we deserve to be dropped to DEFCON 4 or DEFCON 3 or DEFCON 2. I'm pretty sure we're at DEFCON 2 by now.
They weren't maybe on task all the time.
They'll give you the goods.
Oh, don't photograph this. It's gonna look really bad. Mr. Allen.
Oh yeah,
We're making excuses right now. We're not making.
Let's send this to Alan.
We have not had a chaotic like production at all. I feel like we've gotten everything done methodically.
Live look at Coconut crew trying to find their bike. Classic Coconut, not even wearing shoes.
No, I'm just saying, it's kind of funny to watch.
When is the slander gonna end?
Sometimes by taking a whole week of vacation and not filming one thing, it makes the movie better. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the case sometimes.
I'm labeling clips from like a month and a half ago.
One shot one, take 4.
When we were filming at Mimi's, there was no heat.
The furnace broke.
And we didn't know, and everyone kept blaming me. They were like, turn the heat on. I'm like, I'm trying, I don't know how.
It was like 45 degrees outside and like 40 degrees in Mimi's house.
But it's fixed now. It's fixed now.
18 cake in the vase.
Oh my god.
Take 1. Hold up.
Take
3.
1?
No, we just have to say it.
Maddie Cunningham took this like cake, but we put it in the microwave so it was, cause again, it was freezing in the house. So we got a little softer. She smashed it in her face and it was everywhere.
It exploded all over her.
Then when you say action, I'm gonna go like this.
Yep. She was trying to light the candle and she like didn't know how to use a lighter.
And then it
just
was
a
windy,
mess.
so then when she would finally able to get the lighter going, it would just blow out. And so we definitely did 50 times.
Yeah.
Take 6.
Now. Final candle, take 8.
It's fine.
Still roll, still roll. Don't you remember this could happen? Remember last year we went all crazy.
Like I thought he was just gonna knock it over and like it would just go right there, but he like, and it like went, it was like up my face and it was a mess.
He left us to clean it up on our own as he went and drove home.
Scene 10, take 11, action.
Take 2, action. Cut.
Riley, that was so bad.
Well, why did I know?
Take 13.
I think I need to file a complaint for the rugs in the lobby because those things aren't standard. I was feeling my knees for about 2 weeks after, you know, all swollen and bruised. And
I mean, his knees, he couldn't kneel on the ground. Like, what are we doing? We professional? We try to keep a standard here. The gold standard is what we talk about.
Gold standard for the whole film.
And Mikey just couldn't kneel on the rug. So.
He said his knee kind of hurt. He tried to put knee pads on.
No, I got this.
All right, we're good. Everyone
This is the one.
composed.
Yeah,
We reshot that scene like 4 times. Each time had like 15 takes. It was awful.
Cut!
It's fine. You don't stop.
I acted in his movie, and it's just yelling at me like, Riley, I hate the way you did that. And I'll be like, okay, can you tell me like how to do it better? Just do it differently. It's like, what do you want me to do? It's like, just not like that.
I think we're like, 'cause we know what we want, we just can't articulate it.
Yeah, you do the same
Yeah.
thing.
So, can I come in? Do it like, not like that. Not that face.
I would talk to Chuck. I say, Chuck, you're shooting after school. You're going to be down in the cafeteria, whatever they were going to shoot. Chuck looks at me. He's like, oh, yeah, I get that. And this could be like last block, right before the bell rings.
Well, he'll be walking behind us. We look, where'd he go?
Where'd he go? He's always missing.
Sure enough, I go to the gym. He's playing basketball. I'm yelling. I'm like, Chuck, you're supposed to be shooting right now. He's like, oh, yeah, I forgot. It's like minutes ago. I just told him he's shooting. And then maybe he thought that shooting meant shooting basketball. I don't know. But it took him a while to get going. But then, as soon as he got on set, he was great.
All right, we're using that last
Sadie, no, we're doing it again. Sadie, put the thing on it.
Rolling. Handle, take 16. Action.
That's so good. I think so. I love how she's talking down there.
I don't know. I feel like he is such a good teacher, and like he has helped me so much, learned so much, especially about screenplays and writing screenplays. I think he has taught me so much about how to write and how to write your own script and how to feel good about what you write.
I don't know if I know a teacher that's so committed to their club. I'm in his English class and he asked me about film probably more than Hamlet.
I mean, it's such a unique event and opportunity that so many schools don't offer.
I think the event at the high school that gets the most like celebration, viewers, the most like excitement for it is the film festival. And Mr. Allen, he's awesome. You know, sometimes he can be tough because he wants these movies to be great.
The expectations he holds are like, they're high, but I feel like it pushes you in the right ways, like makes you do your best work.
He's very detailed. Like you'll like look at a shot and be like, why is he wearing like different socks here? But like he's right about that, honestly.
Without Mr. Allen, the Film Fest would not be what it is.
He wants his students to do great. He believes in us a lot. Just like he really loves what he does, and you can like really see that in like how he interacts with the students.
It's such a cool thing that
I have a bunch of crews that are very experienced with 2, 3, or even 4 years of experience. Most of the time, they just keep getting better and better.
I know for me, like I look back to how I was as a sophomore and where I am now and how much he has helped me, and like I feel like this year especially really took a chance on me.
I've seen how preparation can help. Where the first year we did no preparation, and look how that turned out.
You know, I definitely have flashbacks to, you know, speaking of Mr. Allen, of sophomore year, when we were doing the good shot, bad shot. He freeze framed my face on the board, and you know, it's humiliating. 4 years ago, you know, I know Connor Murray, you know, he got babied, him and his crew. You know, they got private tutoring lessons, they got all the gear.
They did, yeah.
iPhone. We got my phone.
The private lesson allegations, I've been hearing them all year. Fallacy. It's disgusting.
Mr. Allen gave us a little phone tripod that he probably bought for like 99 cents at Walmart and just said, go make a movie.
We were given a boom mic, a broken boom mic, by the way. A camera that
Both years.
Camera didn't focus.
I would say calling Power of the Dodge independent wouldn't be a
it was more
false
like,
statement, I would say.
It was actually pretty dependent, I would say. It was really dependent on Mr. Allen and those private lessons.
Yep, private lesson number 198. Unbelievable.
Mr. Allen, I think Mr. Allen was behind the camera, like next to him, like you know, off, like telling him, oh, you
I
should
actually
do
saw
this.
that one time. I saw Alan was doing the camera.
Yeah.
Conley was booming. Marty was just kind of in the corner. So, in a lot, I don't even think they edited it either. So you can't call it.
I don't even know if Murray I don't even know how he was labeled as director. I think it was like Mr. Allen's movie.
There's footage of them being schooled, right?
Yeah. Our second day on set, they needed some help with the sound, and
Just a little.
It held up our shoot because they needed help, and I was like, this is unprofessional, guys.
The Banana Crew, for example, kind of peaked freshman year with Bully and the Beast.
Our film, compared to their video, it was I don't even know if you can compare them. Yours was cute.
Bully and the Beast, as far as I'm concerned, it might be the most iconic movie.
When you have a movie like Bully and the Beast that was clearly at a bad spot, and then Mr. St. Martin came in and helped them to the finish line, definitely got them a later due date. You can really see the nepotism there.
Has anybody mentioned Power of the Dodge in the past year? Like, does anybody acknowledge that movie's existence? I don't think so.
The answer is yes. Many people have asked for Power of the Dodge 2.
No one's asking for Power of the Dodge 2. I've had people come up to me in the street, people I don't even know, and say, we need Bully and the Beast Part 2. Some people want a prequel about Mr. St. Martin's character. We're working on it. We've played around with the script. We've never really made it work, but someday it's happening. All right, I can promise that. Someday you're getting that Bully and the Beast prequel and a Bully and the Beast Part 2.
No one has ever come up to him on the street and asked
It
him.
happens. It happens, trust me.
It's not happened.
Have you ever heard anyone request a sequel for either of those?
No.
You know, in years past have been very competitive and like very mean to each other. I do have to say this year we have the nicest crews. They would compliment each other.
You said the name Mikey, and I just thought about that St. Martin kid. You know, he's got quite the mouth on him.
Scott Falvey being a part of a movie, that doesn't really bring me to the seat.
And Scott needs to edit. Scott needs to learn how to edit. Scott doesn't know how to edit.
There's really positive energy, really. It's good vibes, as the kids would say.
We had some stealing issues with our equipment.
Pineapple crew are some snitches. That's all I'm gonna say.
We didn't say enough about Joey Martin, but I guess we'll leave him be.
I guess we can leave him be. And then next day, he asked me if he can use my camera. You know, this guy, he's never prepared.
That's not true. That is not true. His batteries don't even fit in my camera, and I never borrowed his camera. Not once. He borrowed mine, if anything.
He's forgotten his camera on multiple occasions.
He might be the worst director I think the film festival's ever seen.
Oh, wow.
Mikey said that? Mikey said that. Mikey said someone else is the worst director of all time.
You wouldn't think that he would actually be able to pull off making a movie, but I was impressed.
It was definitely really interesting to watch Joey Martin's crew go across the street outside of the school and actually watch them get into the car and drive away.
That does happen. A lot of trips to the car, I'm a little like, what is he doing?
Listen, all I'm going to say is that Mikey and Scott are liars. That's not true. Every time I leave, I sign out, besides one time, which why would I go and sign out when my car is right outside the room? And Mikey and Scott need to stop because they leave during class all the time. They go to the bathroom. That's a lie.
But man, do I love Joey Martin.
Yeah, great guy.
It's like corny, but it's like we've done 3 movies together, even more.
I always look forward to the Film Fest. I feel like it comes in May, and it's always one of my favorite nights of the year. And I think I'm gonna miss it when it hits May next year and it's not there.
I want to come back and see what Murray whips up and what everyone else whips up. Some hopefully director Arya, director Viv. See Jack's next big role, but I'm gonna miss, I think, the people from film the most. Yeah.
But I just think everything in total, like, I'll miss, because it's such a fun thing, and I'm honored to be in my 4th year doing this, and to have the experience and of doing it for 4 years. Like, it's just something that I'll always take with me and remember.
Cut. That's it.